Welcome!
Yep.
Howdy partner, Canadian Computer Collector here. We're looking at another haul video this week, and I picked up a wide variety of machines. Now, a lot of the people that watch this channel know that I like to work on old Apple computers, but that's not what I'm limited to. We've got everything from ColecoVision Atom to, a early to mid 2000s Dell, to, my mom's old home PC, a Toshiba T1000. We got Apple's PCs, whatever this weird crap is. We're collecting retro tech, and that's what's fun about it. So let's go through it all today.
Know what I'm saying?
Before I get a hemorrhoid from yelling too much, let's just bump right into the main event. So welcome, everyone, to the main event. Let's get started, shall we? First things first, we've got a workgroup server 7250-120, and this machine looks crisp. There's a little bit of yellowing happening, but nothing's broken outwardly, and it seems good, so of course we gotta try and turn it on. Okay, that's a good sign. However, we didn't see anything on the display, so I just wanted to make sure my monitor wasn't the problem. I grabbed another monitor and tried again. And I'm sure you can probably guess by now that it's the computer that doesn't want to display anything. So that one's going to go in the restore pile. Up next is the 6200 CD that has a similar form factor to the workgroup server. Wow, this one's got some tude. So, needless to say, this one didn't display anything either. And to be sure, I figured let's pull out the other monitor again. And I'm sure you can guess again, it was the computer that did not display anything. So now I'm starting to wonder if these monitors are the problem and if I'm going to have to retest those machines. So let's pop the G4 tower that I picked up into the mix and we'll try it out with the first LG monitor. Both these monitors are LG. Okay, let's see if this one shows up on either of these monitors. Very quiet boot chime. Okay, we got life in one. Although I don't love the dark blue screen. That's really weird. That's probably the connector on the monitor. Okay, yeah, we're good. So it's just my monitor being crappy. She lives! And of course, Age of Empires wants a CD. June is not interested, to say the least. On to the next computer. This is an Acer I picked up from my mom. I picked up a number of machines from my mom's place recently. She was getting some renovations done and just handed me a bunch of her old towers. So here's one of them. This is an Acer she used for mostly word processing. She works for the local newspaper here. This machine worked. There was no point in showing you Windows 7. We're all familiar with that, I'm sure. So up next is the Dell Dimension 4400. Let's give her a try. The Dimension 4400. Oh, it's not a good sign. This one's been in a dust-filled room for a long time. Oh, this is very quiet. So the machine turns on, but it doesn't actually want to load an operating system. It just kind of keeps asking me to go back into setup, and I didn't really feel like spending the time on it. It is a Dell. So dude, let's get rid of that Dell. Up next is an HP Pavilion 6830. This is actually my childhood PC that our family used. It would be really nice if I could recover anything off of here. Sweet, that's a good sign. So oddly enough, after it displayed the HP logo, it said that the monitor was not running the proper hertz to display anything. Tried my other LG monitor and that one had the same problem. So I pulled out this KDS CRT, and unfortunately, that didn't work at all. So next up was a KDS X flat screen CRT. Sweet. Okay. We have some life. Checking for disk errors. I'll allow it. Now, I went through the files on this machine and there really wasn't anything of note here. It's too bad because it looks like we've probably formatted it before we set it up for her last. So here's the T1000 Toshiba Terminator laptop. It had a double density disk inside of it, probably to perform its conversion to ooze and then back into human form. Cool little machine, didn't come with a power supply, so unfortunately I cannot plug it in. Next up we got a power supply. This is for an NES, which I do have, I just, don't have a power supply for it. So this is wonderful. We have power and a thumb. Up next is a yellowed and browned Apple keyboard. This is probably something that we'll throw in the Groupride tub for a while and just kind of let it cook. I don't know why, but the whites on these videos always seem to blow out lately now that I'm filming with an iPhone. I've been trying to Google solutions for it, but none of them seem to really actually work. This is a cool thing. This is a Minivision 5. It's a tiny little CRT television with a built-in AM/FM radio. It's got your classic UHF screw-style connections on the back and a big old antenna. Just look how big this antenna is. It goes all the way up and all the way down. And okay, that was French radio.
Jesus talked about being rich toward God.
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, enough of that TV. On to the next. We got a Commodore monitor. This was donated by a viewer. Very appreciative of their kindness. Same viewer donated the T1000 as well as a couple of other items. This being one of them, a QuickTake 150. How cool is this? It's an Apple digital camera, not a webcam like I thought it was. Okay, this is cool. I have not seen one of these before. This is legit an Apple digital camera. I can see. You're a wizardary. See, I initially thought that this was a webcam, but it is so much more than that. Okay, these are 3 plastic trays that were listed as ColecoVision Atom accessories. I honestly have no idea what they do, so I picked them up because I grabbed 2 ColecoVision Atoms, and I actually have another printer on the way, and another keyboard, and the whole family is going to be involved. I'm excited about this because this is a machine that is completely outside my wheelhouse. As you can see, these use cassettes. So this keyboard obviously has a lot of yellowing on it, but with the other one and its missing keys, I'm sure we can combine them to make one good one. The neat thing about an Atom ColecoVision machine is the power supply is in the printer. So I had to get at least one of those. Well, who's your favorite creator? All right, on to some sealed double density discs. These are extremely cool. Most of them are formatted for IBM, but we also had a few zip discs in there too. Nice little mix. An old LabTech webcam. And what haul would not be complete without a color computer? This is a classic Radio Shack Tandy machine. This is the Coco 1, I believe. Came with a game cartridge, a little slip cover, a joystick for the left, apparently. And one of the worst keyboards, probably of all time. So enjoy your TRS-80 color computer, or as some people call them, the Trash 80. Oddly enough, my mom used to write on one of those for the newspaper back when I was just a wee lad. And instructions for a cold poke, because who doesn't like a cold poke? And there you have it, folks. So, looks like we had some pretty cool stuff. Again, keep in mind, this is me collecting things over the last couple of months. I haven't been buying at the same rate that I normally do. I'm trying to save some money, so investments in old computers are slowing down a bit. They haven't ceased entirely, but they are slowing down. I just want to thank you if you got to this part of the video. Getting to the end is hard work. And if you did, be sure to check out the channel. There's lots of other entertaining videos, lots of retro tech, restorations, collecting videos, reviews, talking about, I'll tell you what there aren't any of, mustaches. Because I can't grow one. That's it for this week. Normally we have videos every week, but for this summer we're doing kind of like a bi-weekly thing. Hopefully that's okay with you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the description for links to all sorts of stuff like social media, Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee. Really, if you want to join the Patreon, I'm really trying to push the Patreon right now. $1 a month, you get your name in the credits and a shout out in each video. Thank you for being the way you are. And remember to continue reaching for the stars. And that when you have gas in your butt. That's all for this week. I'm looking at the cat right now. She's laying there like this. Yeah. Hey everybody, it wouldn't be a Canadian Computer Collector video without a shout out to the patrons. So, here we go. Shout out to Andy C, Larry C, Justin M, Ron's Computer Vids, Jason S, Groupride, Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, Trina C, Garth B, Mac84, Ethan P, and Ron R. Thank you so much everyone for making this possible. I appreciate you more than you know. Trying to keep the shadows off my face.